is going quicker than I thought.
You're gonna be done before the end of the day if you keep going like this.
Well, maybe if you help me, I'd finish quicker. Yo, get up.
Okay.
I still can't believe I'm leaving this apartment. It feels so weird.
Man, you're only moving to Crackertown, Jonathan. It's down the road.
It's happening so soon, you know what I mean? I can't wait to go somewhere different. It's exciting. What if the house that I'm moving to, what if there's a ghost in that house? And that's the reason my mom got it for so cheap. I read on the internet somewhere that homeowners sell houses at cheap prices if somebody died in it, and then they don't tell the people who are looking to buy them. So what if my mom's realtor found out and talked the price down? I don't want to live in a house that's haunted. Fine, get it. Yo, can you at least help me finish packing? Alex.
What?
Come on, man, help me finish packing. Start packing up the boxes. My mom's not going to come back until 5 o'clock. I need somebody to help me.
Okay, you owe me for this one.
Whatever, just shut up and grab some boxes.
You know, if the house is haunted, you could get like a priest, like some exorcist type shit.
It only happens in the movies, man. Oh, but The Exorcist was based on a true story. Yo, stop, bro! Stop distracting me. Start packing.
Shit! Jonathan!
What?
You remember this?
Oh man, where'd you find that?
It's lots of
Yeah.
stories from when you were like 6. Oh, remember when we spent hours arguing over who gets Batman and who gets Superman?
Yeah, and then I got so mad that I stabbed you with Batman's ear.
Oh yeah, still got that scar on my thigh.
We were upstairs. We were upstairs in my room, and then my mom had to come in and started to yell at us because we were screaming too loud.
Right. She was all like, "Can y'all shut your mouth? I'm trying to watch my show and you over here running your mouth and you about to fight."
Yo, you crazy ass always wanted to fight our Superman.
Well, Superman was the better one.
Yo, he is.
I deserved him that day though.
He was mine, so I get him. Shut up.
Whatever, man. I just know you're gonna have a good time living with him in Crackertown.
Man, come on, it's not that bad over there.
You're gonna go back looking like a wannabe prep boy.
Shut up, man. Not all white people live there. There's a black lady across the street, and there's a Cuban family that lives next to me.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure the people that actually lived in the house before us were Brazilian.
Boy, you know those Latinos or blacks who live down there in the suburbs are little specks in the dust compared to everyone else in this town. They all in the low-income houses right here. So what? There's like 2 of them there. What about everybody else? They all white.
So, I won't change. It's not like I won't come down here to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Yo, can you please continue to pack some of the boxes? We gotta finish up here and then go to the kitchen.
The kitchen? You ain't seen nothing about the kitchen? Oh. Fine, okay.
Yo, Alex, what the hell, man? Are you crazy?
Bro, it was just a picture.
Oh, damn it, dude, you broke the glass on this frame.
Boy, calm down. You know your mom stockpiles like 10 empty frames down here.
This is my favorite picture of my father. Thanks for gently putting it away.
Oh, your dad looks so young in this picture.
Yeah, he must have been 20 there. It was before he met my mom.
Wow, he must have got so many girls.
I think he did, but then he met my mom, and after her, there was no one else. He was only with her.
Shit, she had a whip.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe she loved him?
Man, if I was him, I wouldn't stick with one girl. I'd have one after the other.
No, and you probably.
How long has it been?
2.5 years.
And it feels like he was coming down from his room just yesterday going to cook his food.
Yeah, he he's gonna make some of those bomb-ass cheesesteak he used to love.
Ooh, or the fried chicken.
Never forget the fried chicken.
He still calls?
I call him. My mom speaks to him on the phone too, but she normally ends up crying, so she just sends him emails for the most part. Thankfully, the bodega around the corner still has those calling cards.
That's one thing Cracktown won't have.
True. You know, Dan, he hated this neighborhood so much. He was so happy when my mom told him we were moving. He nearly cried.
Don't understand why he hated it so much here, though. Like, this neighborhood ain't even that bad. The white people just trying to make it seem like we all drug dealers and shit. You know, and he believed everything they told him without him actually talking to the people around him.
He didn't want to talk to the people around here, man. And it's not like some of the things that they say are false. You sure know there's a lot of drug dealers here.
Man, there's drug dealers everywhere you look in this town. Melissa in Building 10, Christopher in Cracktown, George down the street.
Doesn't make it any better, though. He was still living here in this neighborhood when he got deported.
Man, you still believe that?
Yeah. Yeah, the housing authority were on to us, man. They were all up on my mother asking who he was in the pictures in the house during the inspection. They were wondering why that paperwork was on his desk.
He worked with white people. All of them was white. I'm telling you, they didn't want him to get that promotion.
He worked with undocumented people also, all right? I doubt it was them, and he was never up for a promotion.
Yeah, man, you just trying to blame it on the people here.
Either way, he still wouldn't want to believe.
Yeah, he would. No more parties that last till 3 in the morning.
No more random people barging in your house.
No more yelling or fighting from across the street.
No more drama.
Another thing Cracktown won't have. They all so secluded from one another in them suburbs. They only come over for their block parties or family barbecues. At least around here, we all like family to each other, even if there is yelling or drama.
Not all white people are like that, man.
Man, you sure as hell know they are. You see how it is? And then they think they better than everyone else in this town because they got to pay a mortgage on their house. Man, screw that. Now you're going to go over there and become one of them.
Really?
Yeah, you know you will. You always thought you was higher than the people around here.
No, I don't, man. What are you talking about? You honestly think that just because I'm moving to a different town down the road, you think I'm going to become like the people that live there?
You know you will. I'm going to bleach your skin now and bring you over.
Wow, that sounds racist, doesn't it?
You know what else sounds kind of racist?
What?
People pushing us to live in these neighborhoods. We don't see those in white neighborhoods. Why would we push into these sections to make us look like we're inferior to them? You're looking at me right now like I'm crazy because I'm saying this, but you know it's true. Why do white people get to live their suburban lives when we over here trying to keep our shit together, only holding each other up with our support?
And me and my mom, we're leaving. We didn't try. We were just able to pack all this stuff up and leave.
Y'all thought y'all was a white family anyways, but you forget where you come from. You so quick to throw us away for something better.
Yo, you don't know how hard what my mom went through to get us to move.
And you don't know how hard my mom worked to get a job as a customer service associate. Taking calls from 7 in the morning to 7 at night. And no place will even consider my father.
You always just have to one-up everyone, don't you? You make yourself look like you're some underprivileged one, while there's people in worse conditions like my family who actually strive for something more.
Look at you. Look at me. We dress differently. We talk differently. We carry ourselves differently. No one knows that I got that 4.0 GPA or that I got a 2100 on my SATs. Yet no one knows that I've been studying since freshman year for that score, or how long I studied to get that GPA. Them white people just gonna look at me like I'm a piece of ghetto trash that belongs here. And guess what? That's what happened to me and my family, and that's why we're here. And you got a 3.2 and a 1400. You didn't even care about it. You thought you could just roll up and do whatever you want. But you carry yourself like a white boy, and your family carry themselves like a white family. People look at you like that. You was only here because of your father, and you know that. Now that he's gone, you can move to wherever the white people want you to. They don't got a problem with you or that Cuban or black family living with them. But you sure as hell know that if me and my family roll up with a moving van, we're gonna get looks. We strive for things too, but it was always overshined by people like you who thought they was better than us.
You gotta finish packing.
To 5, right?
Yeah, so 5. in here like he owned the place, but no one cared because he was white. He was able to live a life incognito without anyone ever noticing. My father wasn't white. He came from Honduras. He somehow smuggled his way into the big city of Brooklyn, yet he still got deported. Yet we still could move to Cracker Town. So how white is my family? Not white enough to get my dad to stay.
I guess not.
You still think Superman's the best one, right?